What's up, guys? We're back. We drove 3 hours from where our Airbnb was out to the Hood River lavender farm, but they harvested all of their lavender already, so this is all that's left. So we completely missed it, but we did also miss the season entirely too, so all good. Ooh, actually, you know what? There's some little itty-bitty lavenders. I'll show you.
Hey, pretty baby, am I in your way? Cause you walked out so fast yesterday. No, I don't think you're here to stay. No, I don't think you're here to stay. So tell me what you want, tell me how you want it. Tell me all the reasons that you're running away. I don't think you're here to stay. No, I don't think you're here to stay. No, no, no. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. Yeah.
Let's see the goats.
Wanna go see the goats?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, if only there was all the lavenders out here. I swear, every time we chase a lavender farm, we never quite make it. Because when we were in Maui a couple years ago, we chased its lavender farm too, and we also went off season. We have to do better about that, because I would love to try to catch a lavender farm, like for real, one of these days.
Sol cambia el tiempo en el reloj. Hoy mis deudas reciben perdón. Pago por el show. Me siento feliz porque si no soy yo, pues quién. Todos caen a mi lado. El freno lo arranqué. Me siento feliz porque.
Good morning. This is our last full day here. It is just about 9 a.m. right now. We slept in late. This whole week, I haven't been sleeping well at all. Been waking a lot during the middle of the night, and Shifeng has been too, just for whatever reason. And so today, we just kind of allowed ourselves to sleep. I love this bed. It's a king-size bed, but a lot of times I feel like I'm swimming in it because it's so big. But yeah, we just let ourselves sleep today, because tomorrow we'll have to wake up early and be out of the house by 9 for so we have to go catch our flight. We have to drive in 2 hours to Portland, which is where the nearest where our airport is, and then from there we have to return our car and then make our way to the gate. So hi. Making breakfast. Yeah, and it's super foggy again today. Look at this. And isn't this insane? Look at how foggy it is. This is insane. Yeah, it's super foggy, and I'm glad that at least we got a couple days, actually 3 days, a few days of really nice weather, where you could see the ocean, the rocks, and everything. It was perfect. And the last 2 days, or 3 days actually, oops, sorry, I'm really dark. Last 3 days it's been super foggy. So it's alright. It kind of adds to the mysteriousness of Oregon, I suppose, making you feel like you're in Twilight. So, pretty cool. This guy over here, he's got lots of energy. Is this your coffee? Okay, let me freshen up first. Today, let's see. Today we've got a few things to do. We've got a couple places that we want to go check out. Yesterday we didn't vlog a ton just because we didn't really have good spots to really vlog. Yesterday we went to Mount Hood. We drove about 3 hours to get there, and we saw Mount Hood from the freeway, but when we actually got to the lavender farm, which I think there are some clips of that too, we got to the lavender farm, and obviously the lavenders were already out of season. I don't know why we didn't check that first. And then we thought that we were going to be able to see Mount Hood from there. We didn't really. It was so foggy that it sort of just blocked everything, so we couldn't really see anything. So I guess I would say if anybody goes to Mount Hood, make sure the sky is clear, otherwise it's not going to be worth your time. And then from there, we went to the Columbia River Gorge. Most of that is closed right now due to COVID. There's only a couple falls that are open. Hardly any trails are open too. So we saw the Horsetail Falls, and then we also saw Multnomah Falls. That's the double one, the one that kind of everybody goes to. But you can't go up to the bridge. You can only look at it from the bottom. So that's what we did. We were literally in and out. We were in for maybe 10 minutes and then kind of walked out. And I think there are some clips of that too. But and then from there we just kind of drove back. So yeah, so it was just a really low-key day yesterday. We didn't do a ton, so we didn't vlog a ton. Hopefully today we can get a little bit more footage in so you guys can kind of see. And again, it's our last day, and I'm sad that it's the last day, but at the same time, I'm ready to go back to my house and sleep in my own bed and be in my own, you know, just familiar territory. But you know what I miss the most? I miss Asian food. I know we had sushi yesterday, but I miss Asian food. Yeah. Okay.
Te burlaste de mí, ya se acabó. Trata de festejar, celebramos el bienestar. Tantas estrellas brillan, quiero un carro que corra más. Nada me rompe, no, no, nada me rompe. Trata de festejar, celebramos el bienestar. Tantas estrellas brillan y Marte me espera mientras rodea. Nada me rompe, no, no, nada me rompe. Tantas estrellas brillan, quiero un carro que corra más. Traigo un fin y después fumo un cabo del cigarette. Me pierdo en la ciudad, ha llegado mi tiempo ya. Voy a vivir porque si yo no soy yo, pues quién. Todos caen a mi lado, los menos los arranqué. Me siento feliz porque vivo mi vida centrado. Te burlaste de mí, ya se acabó. Trata de festejar, celebramos el bienestar.
All right, and now we are having breakfast that the mister made. Delicious. And then from there, we're gonna have oysters for lunch today, so that's exciting. So we made it out to Nescoin Beach. Behind me here is what's called the Peninsula. So basically, kind of in this area over here, there's what's called the Ghost Forest. It's a series of like a ton of trees that are about 2,000 years old, and they're all the way down to like just the stumps left. But right now, because it's high tide, you can't really see them. When it is low tide, you can see a few feet of all of these like tree stumps, and that area is called the Ghost Forest because that used to actually be like a forest, but because of the earthquakes and potentially even tsunamis, it kind of ruined the land. And this is like thousands of years ago, ruined the land, and it sunk the forest below sea level, and then the ocean obviously settled in. And then eventually the trees were, what they're predicting is it probably got destroyed by the tsunamis at that point in time. And it just never recovered itself. So during low tide, you can see this, what they're referring to it as a ghost forest. But right now, like I mentioned, it's high tide, so we can't really see it. But if you guys ever like Google it online, it's actually pretty dang eerie looking, especially because you can kind of see behind me, it's very foggy. And so then when it's foggy and you've got this gold forest thing behind you, or you know what I mean, among you, it kind of gives you vibes like you're in like a Pirates of the Caribbean type of scenery or something like that. Even this peninsula itself is really interesting because I can't tell if it's a rock or just like, I don't know what it is, but there's like trees that's growing on it and whatnot. But I'll try to get you guys a closer look so you guys can kind of see how it looks like.
Why don't you tell us how you feel?
I feel a little better now.
A little bit.
Just a little bit ago, by the time I got to the top, can't see, it's bright. By the time I got to the top, I got really, really lightheaded. My head was spinning and I felt like I wanted to vomit. Kind of like when you see people work out really hard and then they vomit. That's exactly what just happened to me. And I literally put my jacket down and I laid down, and I don't even lay in sand. And look, but I was just like, oh my God, I'm about to pass out right now. I'm about to faint.
Did not care about the sand.
Didn't even care about the sand.
You just went up this hill. You can't see it really like that. Boom. Camera doesn't really record, but it's very steep. And this is the view that we get. And this is the view that we get from the back. Looks pretty. And this is the result. Laying on the sand.
So we made it to Cape Meares scenic viewpoint, and behind me here is the ocean. It's still very foggy. We are gonna go see the octopus tree. That'll be the last thing that we'll see. Today's our last day. This is our last activity from here on out. After this, we're gonna go head back to the house, and then we're gonna start packing tonight so that tomorrow morning it's just one less thing for us to do. I'm probably gonna wake up around 6 or something like that, but we don't have to be out of the house till like 9 or so. So yeah, kind of excited to go home, but really sad to leave this too because it's so beautiful out here. And it's warmer here than it is back at home, so I'll take this. I mean, it's chilly here, but I'll take this.
Sorry, we turn the page and make up. Our broken trust got you haunted. The doubt in you was enough to leave me chasing you on and on. But I don't care, I will let you in. You said goodbye like everything's gone. Everything that we could have been. But I know you are my liability. Yeah, I know you are my liability. So tell me what you want, tell me how you want it, tell me all the reasons that you're running away. I don't think you're here